Hello friends, this is an update with the changes we have done in the Refugium system for Aquarium. As we can see, the turtles are quite active and we have installed the plants in the hydroponic system. Some plants are a bit flimsy due to the transplant, but in a few days they should recover and stand up like these others. Now, the idea is that they eat up the nitrates and ammonium in the water, so we can feed the turtles in the water. Additionally, we put some snails in there, in the refugium, so they help in decomposing large particles of organic matter. And the plants we have are hydroponic, cotula, up here we also have this plant that is a bulbous plant called Sephiranthus. Then we have a daffodil, and this plant is an Argyranthemum. This other one is a bacopa. In the refugium, we also have a bacopa and a cotula, as well as some myriophyllum and erodea as emergent plants. And a Vallisneria as a rooted submerged plant. In the first section, we have some small hyacinths that will have to move out if they grow too much. We also have some Salvinia-natans. And a few Azolla filiculoides that have arrived by accident. Additionally, we have introduced a few mosquito fish, Gambusia finis, so they help in cleaning and contributing with carbon dioxide. However, despite we closed the last section off with filter material so they couldn't get through, somehow they found a way to escape. They got into the last section and went down the outlet and pipe into the main aquarium. So, we can now see one of them there on that rock. Usually they are quite active here, exploring around, but they are very fast in hiding when a turtle gets too near. These turtles like eating little fish, but they can't cope with the speed of these little critters, so it seems they will survive sharing the aquarium with the big monsters. While adding the refugium, we discovered our piping was not scaled to the power of the pump, and the refugium was overflowing continuously. So we have to replace that narrow tubing by wider pipes. And we also have to increase the size of the distributing holes. So, while we do that, we'll leave the turtles entertaining themselves. Okay, we've finished. And this is the final setup. The Refugium with its inlet, filter floss, a section for floating plants, emerging, submerged and rooted plants. The outlet is a bit larger now, so it leaves the water level a bit lower. If we need to increase the level, we can stick 1 or 2 half moons of PVC at the bottom of the outlet, which has an inner diameter of 50 millimeters. While the pipes are of 40 millimeters. This is the overflow, in case the outlet gets stopped up. And the holes in the aquarium inlet pipe are of 8 millimeters in diameter. There are more than 20 holes which would add up to the 40 millimeters pipe section. As we can see, we have some nice jets of water coming out over each section of the aquarium. And we left the end without a cap, in case a little fish wants to explore the tubing and for cleaning the pipe if it's necessary. Now that we have the Refugium fully set up, with all its structures working, it's the moment to do some tests that will help us check if we are achieving our targets. We have to make sure no element in the water increases or falls away from the recommended levels, and make any change if necessary. For this, we have a battery of tests we can apply to see how our aquarium is operating and how it evolves. We could do an alkalinity test, but we already know the water in the aquarium has a good level of alkalinity and it won't change easily. Regarding hardness, we know the drinking water we use is very hard, and that is something that won't change easily. Iron is essential for plant physiology, and published data about this drinking water doesn't mention the presence of iron. So we must check if our aquarium water has any iron from the decomposition of organic matter. If it doesn't, we'll have to add a supplement so it reaches 0.1 milligram per liter. So an iron test is essential. Regarding phosphates, we have a similar situation. Data shows no presence of phosphates in the drinking water, and any buildup due to decomposition must stay below 10 milligrams per liter. So we need to test this nutrient and add a supplement if necessary. We know there is 5 milligrams per liter of potassium in the drinking water, and we must verify that any added potassium in the aquarium doesn't take this value above 15 milligrams per liter. This nutrient is essential for the plants, so if needed, we will have to supplement it. The most important tests are these 3: ammonia, nitrites, and nitrates, due to the toxicity they can supply. Any presence of ammonia and nitrites is an alarm that tells us we must remove the animals from the tank, and the same if the level of nitrates exceeds 15 or 40 milligrams per liter, depending on the type of animal we have. I will be testing these nutrients once a week, but if any result is below or above the recommended values, I will have to repeat that test daily after making any change till I reach the recommended level. So I'll do the test now and publish the results in the video. As we can see, most of the nutrients tested are within recommended levels, except potassium. Additionally, I have been able to confirm the absence of iron in the water, which is blocking the absorption of other nutrients by the plants. As soon as I add an iron supplement, to the water, the level of the other nutrients should fall due to absorption by the plants. Zinc is another element used by the plants, which does not come in the water, and together with boron and manganese can be added in chelates together with yarn. We only must be careful in not adding an excess, even if the plants don't get enough, so we don't cause any toxicity to our fish, shrimp, snails or turtles. Well, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please remember, give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.